So we are back in Thrones of Britannia, and today we have a historical battle for you here today as we recreate the Battle of Clontarf, which is fought in 1014 AD. So it's a little bit after sort of the set time period that Thrones is set in. But we have pretty much most of the factions that are sort of represented in Clontarf. Here today we do have Dyflin, who is basically representing the Kingdom of Dublin, and the Kingdom of Leinster, and the Kingdom of the Isles, and the Earldom of Orkney is represented in this one by the Norse. So they are here with their Joms Vikings and their Huskarls, and today they are facing off against the Kingdom of Maid, which is basically representing the forces of High King Brian Boru of Ireland. So yes, in history this was a battle to the death between the Vikings and the Irish, to basically decide the fate of Ireland. And it was in fact a Viking sort of like defeat, Irish victory, and the Viking power in Ireland was destroyed once and for all. There was like Vikings that came from Scotland to try and help support their brethren in trying to hold on to their kingdom in Ireland, but they did fail to hold on. This battle has about 5,000 Irish against about 7,000 Vikings, and the Irish do win with a massive disadvantage. And the Irish lose 4,000 troops, and the Vikings supposedly 6,000. So literally, nearly everyone dies in this battle, which is yeah, kind of insane. But yes, in today's battle we have a few more troops. We have actually 20,000 troops on the battlefield in this one, and you can see the Irish getting excited for this one, that's for sure. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one goes down. It was a battle we did very recently on the server, and yeah, it was a really fun one. And yeah, the subs got involved in this one, and they had a great old time. And I enjoyed doing some throws. It's a little bit different to what we typically do, and it's been ages since we covered it. And it's one of the most underrated Total Wars, that's for sure, around. These Eastman Archers. I don't know what they're shooting at. I think just the Raider Sword Infantry, these front lines, and these wood spears. Looks like the Vikings are flanking around here quite nicely, and as you can see, these shield walls formed up by the Irish. I'm going to stop the cavalry here from flanking if they want to. There's a general that they could very much go for here, a household general. If anything, they could have definitely possibly charged into him. There are axes now, swords now arriving, some mailed Fianna. They're arriving, but it might not matter because the long axes are going to go in, and they're going to just try and smash their way through these shield walls. And in they go. And there you go, the first clash of the Battle of Clontarf takes place. And let me know in the comments who you're rooting for. Are you rooting for Team Ireland, or are you rooting for Team Viking? Do you think history's going to be changed, or do you think it's going to stay the same? Because it could very much have a change. It wasn't scripted at all that either side has to win. It's just just play the game, enjoy yourselves, sort of thing. Male Vienna here, already around these long axes. My gosh, not great at all. More long axes about to go in against more male Vienna. So I imagine the same result is about to take place. But now that the Vikings have engaged on that right flank, the entire battle line is starting to get into place. As the Norse come forward with their Joms Vikings. These are the troops, the troops from other parts of the Viking world that have come to help save this Irish kingdom. They're a small army, but a very elite army. And all the armies, I think, pretty much come to the same sort of price. So to keep it as balanced as possible. And there you go. As you can see, looks like already these Kern Axemen here really suffering to the Eastman Axemen. I think the Irish armies are slightly bigger. Certainly at least one of them is certainly bigger than the Norse one. But they have just some cheaper troops. So yeah, they have about 200 extra men, surprisingly, I guess. Maybe these Norse units are just much bigger, maybe? I don't know, 160. They are pretty big, but there you go, the Joms Vikings are in here now. They're trying to carve their way through. I think Joms Vikings, if I remember correctly, are they're career Vikings. They don't settle down, they just love to they love the hunt, and they're pretty much landless warriors. If I remember rightly. I could be wrong. But yeah, they take raiding to a new level. They're another level of Viking. Just more and more I guess just there for the looting and the burning and the raiding. Eastman at mailed axemen still trying to battle their way through. But yeah, this battle is seen as sort of quite like nationally as like a big sort of victory, and like I said, a big decider in Irish independence. It's kind of, I guess, I don't know, it's pretty big. It's like up there with like Stamford Bridge and like Hastings, and sort of like big battles known to sort of like in Britain, at least in the sense of Ireland. Like Battle of Hastings is kind of like England's like big like nation-defining battle. The Battle of Clontarf, that is sort of like Ireland's like probably like big battle that everyone knows about. At least when speaking to some of the people playing, and a few of them were Irish, they're like, oh yeah, this is kind of like, this is the backstory behind it sort of thing, and these are where you've like, they were telling me, oh, you should have put Vikings on both sides. Just, there were Vikings on both sides, but for the simplicity of today's battle, it was easier to have Vikings on one side and Irish on the other, because there's Irish and Vikings fighting on both sides. But at that point, it just becomes a bit complicated. And we only have one Irish faction, and there's only Dyflin, you know, is meant to be that like sort of like Irish / Viking faction, so it's easy just to have them all on one side as well. As you can see at the moment, I mean, not a lot going on to like commentate about. It's just a steady line battle really taking place at the moment. The Vikings are shifting troops around. With actually, there is a bit of a breakthrough here. Here you go. Bit of a breakthrough. We've got a general actually going in here, Hearthguard going in. Yeah, they managed to, I guess, break through. Oh yeah, there's a big gap in the line here that the Vikings have not filled in. You can see the Irish are going to just funnel through more and more troops. And yeah, this breakthrough here, looking very dangerous. Here come the Eastman Axemen. They're going to try and flank these troops that are the Irish that are breaking through, trying to cut them down. What is even going through? Eric Warband. And yeah, one of the other units has broken through. Raider Swordsman here that have gone in. Yeah, I mean, these Eric Warband are just getting outclassed by the General and the Eastman Axemen here. There's more guys that are breaking through here. Foreign warriors. And they're sending in some Huskarls, looks like, are the Norse. That's just two sides of big axes now carving into each other. I think we've got Berserkers in here too. What have we got else in here? Yeah, Berserkers as well, and yeah, the Jarl's Huskarls. Send them in, boys! Send them in. And now, yeah, this is like the finest of Viking warfare. Having a big double-handed axe and just carving your way through the front line. Dyflin kind of struggling over here. Marauders wavering. Yeah, like on that left flank, and you can see this sort of just like, I say in little line fights, if they win them like one side, then they could, you know, start to flank around. We've got shield biters over here. They're doing well against the spear raiders, and the Eastman spears. They're drawing with the spear raiders there. I think both sides. Oh, there's a. I was gonna say I thought we could hear more fighting. There's a cav fight over here. Mailed horsemen up against some Erig mailed horsemen. So yeah, both sides just using mailed horsemen. Whoever wins that again, you know, could have the cav superiority and be able to flank around. It also looks like the general for Mide over here is getting himself stuck in. He's hoping to turn the fight around as the Eastman's herdmen here are getting slain. And that general, yeah, he just needs to, you know, help out as much as he can without getting himself in too much danger. And we now got Norse troops moving down the lines here. Yom's Viking units helping to join this fight, trying to beef it up a little bit. It looks like the general's going to have to go in soon. The Hearthguard here. I mean, there's Huskarls in the front line, but they won't last forever. And an Eastman Axeman as well. Huskarls are very much like a one-use unit, really. I find they often just take a lot of damage in their first melee, and then by the second one, they end up losing. Again, yeah, the Hearthguard here, still trying to deal with this little pocket of resistance that might send through. Got more Huskarls in the back line there, moving forward. Reserves is coming up for the Norse. That was our plan, just keep the Norse Huskarls in reserve and then try and smash our way through somewhere with them. Because, yeah, Huskarls very vulnerable to archers. Yeah, they can end up just getting slaughtered and massacred otherwise. Yeah, Yom's Vikings here, still trying to break their way through. The Vienna band here, holding them at bay. Yom's Vikings, yeah, I think they're getting shot in the flank. Or maybe charged by cavalry here. That might be what's doing the damage. But that does look like now, you know, the Irish broke through in the centre. It now looks like the Norse are about to do the same here and break through in the centre. The line here also is still a bit open. Got Woodkerns here, a Javi unit. Trying to Javi and do some damage to these Eastman champions. The Irish really implemented javies really well in this battle. And there was actually a note, if you research this battle, they mentioned the Javi infantry. So they've got quite a few of them. There's more of them here. Freeman, Javelin, and yeah, more and more Vikings being sent. They've got Spear Guard being sent in. Spears aren't necessarily that great in Thrones. Axes are the way forward, then swords, then spears. And spears, yeah, like holding, but they get countered so easy by axes. Yeah, but we got some, very elite spears. You actually hear that. They might be able to break through, you never know. This general here, I mean, if the spears push the general back, they could then start to cause a flank. We've got, Eastman champions going in. Yeah, you got Eastman spear band as well. Again, just keep pushing onto this general here. Like, send the cav in against him. He's a 40-man unit. He should have been larger. It was a mistake by the player. Not bringing a larger command. And in go more Huskarls, mailed Huskarls going in, trying to help break through this area line. The general here still causing problems, and as you can see, routing quite a lot. The Yeoman's Vikings actually pulling off the main battle line to try and help chase down this household horseman. We're about to see mailed Huskarls, I think, go in. Ready, boys, your axe sharpened, because you're going to need them. And in they go, shouting their war cries. And heads will start to fly in there. Yeah, the axes do their work. There you go. Immediately that swordsman unit is losing. Excellent stuff then. It looks like, again, the Yeoman's Vikings might catch this general here. This general causing so much damage, winning decisively. Cav in Thrones actually, like, if there's not a lot of it, can be really effective. The Norse nearly through here. They're wavering though. So many of the units nearly breaking. The cavalry here doing a really good job helping to pin them down. Berserkers now getting stuck in here against household horsemen. That's not good. Those berserkers will cut these horsemen down. They go and berserk themselves, but it doesn't matter necessarily. And there he goes, routed. That general's routed. And that might be the end of the, I presume most of his troops here are in the center, which is why he's been supporting here. They might start to rout and crumble. We have got that flank now taking place. And the general here, household horseman again, like tied in. That's one of them. What's the other one over here? Oh, he's another one. It's 14 out of 40 left there. Jeez. With the cav all pinned in here, though, for the Vikings, it's not good. And Gallaglasses, their own double-handed axe unit here for the Irish. And they're starting to cut down these Viking horsemen.
Our men run from the enemy.
But it's looking okay. This flank over here, this right flank is doing nicely. The first place to be engaged. They've slowly been whittling away at these Irish. You see the Gallaglasses here holding the line. The best infantry I think the Irish could bring really is those double-handed axes. Eric Warband here against Hearthguard. Holding on. They're slowly getting pushed back. I think as the Norse get in here. Yeoman's Vikings, the silver chevron now because the amount of kills they got insane. This line's looking pretty bad though for the Vikings. I mean, yeah, the male Huskarls here, they're losing. They might get support in a moment from the Yeoman's Vikings, but yeah, not looking great. The general here as well, Royal Huskarls needs to get engaged. And I think now, yeah, he's been sent in. And in go more Huskarls. They're all just trying to just finish off these units here. I mean, these fresh Huskarls, yeah, these fresh Huskarls arriving. It's going to make the difference, I feel like. The general, what is he? He's a Royal Huskarl. Not just any old Huskarl, a Royal Huskarl. But yeah, they're starting to eventually rout that flank there. That looks like that's going to be a victory for the Vikings. And our general has fallen, though. Oh, Hearthguard here, he's died. That is not good. Hearthguard gone. Will the Vikings might win, might lose in the center here. We'll see. But Yeoman's Vikings here, they're just standing around. Looks like they're sort of mopping up troops over here as well. Gallaglasses are still holding on against Eastman champions. finish them off. They're getting encircled slowly. There you go. There's been axemen there encircling those final units.
The men have been routed. They are leaving the field.
I think some of these units might be bugged out. I don't know why it is with Thrones, but sometimes the replays just seem to bug out because these units are moving, and they definitely, I think, have been routed. Same with this Yoms Viking here. It has been, I think, like dealt with its opponents. I think otherwise they would have probably turned around. Seems a bit odd. I don't know why Thrones does it. It just does sometimes. There's no submods for it. It's just a vanilla game, so. Yeah, not quite sure why sometimes Thrones replays just kind of just go a bit AWOL, but they seem to. But hopefully we get the same result. We'll see. And hope to get the end results as well. Whether they'll be the same ones, I'm not sure. Whether I need to reinstall Thrones, like uninstall, reinstall, maybe that'll sort the issues, the replays. I don't know. Enemy generals died. That's the general way over here. He's finally got pinned down by spears and killed off, and looks like his swords that he was supporting have routed too. Oh no, now maybe the Yoms Vikings going in now. Maybe they just were just being AWOL, and these Mage units here, I think, as well, have just been left. Fair enough. Maybe it hasn't been AWOL. Maybe I was just doing terrible micro with these Yoms Vikings. Quite possible. I wouldn't put it past myself. That's a relief, because I really want to have a look at these end kills and inspect some of these, because I think there's going to be some great kills. Look at some of the chevrons of these guys. Got like Berserkers, double chevrons. Yoms Vikings, double silver chevrons. Yeah, it looks like finally this flank of here held really well against this right flank of the of Dyflin. But it looks like the Irish are going to lose here today. It looks like the Vikings are going to change history. They're going to win at Clontarf. And it looks like Irish independence is not going to happen here today. And High King Brian, even though he dies in battle in reality, he's died again. And his cause has died with him. And there you go, a close defeat. Yeah, it has bugged out because yeah, it says a close defeat for the Norse. That wasn't the case. We did win this one, and you can kind of see that they had won it. So I don't know why it seems it does the replays just bug out at the end. And yeah, we haven't got the end results either, which is a great shame. Because they were going to be, there were some good ones there. I think most of my units had all got like 200 or at least triple figure kills. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this Thrones of Britannia replay. I hope we'll have some more soon. I'm going to have to sort out and see what the issue is with Thrones and replays, whether it's a thing on my end or whether it's just Thrones. It's just, you know, I'm trying to do replays. It's terrible, a mix. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy watching. Check out some of the other Thrones videos if you haven't already seen these ones that are popping on your screen. There's some good ones there. And make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, if you want to join the ride of Total War Chaos that we have lined up. Hopefully 2025, got some really exciting stuff to show you guys. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you in the next one.